Hello, children. How are you all? Welcome to Sahyadri National School. Children, we all are going to start our journey together, which is something new for all of us. But I'm sure we all will enjoy it. So, shall we begin? Let us all begin with subject Science, Standard 4. Lesson number 1, first part, and the name of the lesson is Plants Living and Surviving. Once there was a sweet little bird who wanted to build a nest, and it was searching for a good place to build it. It flew over the deserts, over the mountains, and also the forest. It saw that the trees are everywhere. That confused him, but he kept on searching. Children, have you also noticed that plants grow everywhere? They grow on the water, in the desert, on the mountains, under the water, and everywhere. Our little bird flew here and there and finally settled on a dense tree to build its nest. It understood that plants naturally grow everywhere, and the place where the plant species naturally live and grow is called its habitat. So, what is the definition of habitat? That is, the place where plant species naturally live and grow is called its habitat. All the plants adjust themselves according to the surrounding, whether it is a dry climate or a hilly region or a region with lot of rain. Such adjustment we call it as adaptation. So what is the definition of adaptation? It is the features that allow the plants to live in a particular place is called adaptation. Shall we repeat? The features that allow the plants to live in a particular place is called adaptation. Based on their adaptation, plants can be classified into two types: terrestrial plants and aquatic plants. What are terrestrial plants? Terrestrial plants are the plants that grow on the land. The land has different features, and based on these features, terrestrial plants are classified as plants that grow on the mountains, plants that grow in plains, plants that grow in the coastal region, plants that grow in desert, and plants that grow in marshes. Let us begin with plants that grow on mountain. Children, can you recognize which tree is this? This is a tree which we decorate in the month of December. Yes, this is a Christmas tree. Now, when you look at the tree, what comes to your mind? I can think of a birthday cap. Don't you think so? The cap and the tree has same shape. Which shape is that? Hmm, cone shaped. These trees have cone shape because they grow on mountain and they do not have place to spread out. So they have to grow tall. Their branches are tapering, which gives the cone shape to the tree. Do you also know the sloping branches of these trees also help the snow to slide off easily during the snowfall in winter season? One amazing thing about this mountain tree is that they do not have flowers. Instead, they have cones. These cones have seeds in them. Because of the cones, these plants are called conifers. The leaves of these conifers are needle shaped. If you have a Christmas tree at home, you can observe it. These leaves are shiny and have a waxy coating. This coating doesn't allow any water or snow to damage them during winter. See, our nature is such a wonderful thing, it takes care of everything. Fir, spruce, pine, deodar are some examples of mountain trees. All these trees have similar properties. Shall we revise the properties of mountain plants? Let us see. They do not have place to spread out, so they grow tall to trap sunlight. Trees are cone shaped due to sloping branches, so the snow slides off easily. They have cones bearing seeds instead of flowers and so are called conifers. Remember children, they are called as conifers because they have cones instead of flowers. Also, they have needle shaped leaves with waxy coating. Now, this waxy coating prevent the leaves from getting damaged. And what are the examples? Examples are pine, fir, deodar, cedar, spruce, and of course our Christmas tree. Remember? Do you know, children? There is a huge banyan tree in Kolkata, in India, which is around 250 years old. Isn't that amazing? There is also a giant sequoia in California's forest. Just look at the size. Okay, let us stop here. But it is not the end. We are not yet finished. We surely will meet next time. Till then, I want you all to read the lesson, write question and answers in a notebook, do your homework and revise. Will you do that? Okay then. See you soon. Bye for now. Thank you everyone.